Thank you, Madam Secretary. Good afternoon, Mr. Zagers.
Good afternoon, Mayor and fellow council members. So we're here to present the bid award for Stagecoach. I know it is a long-awaited project that everyone's been anxious for, so we're moving forward. For background, in the fiscal year 22 is when the project was added to the capital improvement plan. It included the Stagecoach reconstruction as part of the other street reconstruction projects we have. It was part of the obligation bond that was issued in fiscal year 22. And then this project is phase one of the overall replacement. We're looking at replacing the whole road from East Tremere all the way to 195, but we're doing it in sections as we can based on available funding. So this project is phase one, and it starts on the east end at East Tremere and extends all the way to W.S. Young. Pape Dawson was the engineer who provided the design services and also assisted us with the bids. Bids were opened and read aloud on February 20th of this year. We received 6 bids, which is great. We're actually getting some interest in a lot of our projects. JHL was the lowest responsible bidder at $7,716,902.72. This figure kind of shows the overall project limits for Stagecoach reconstruction in red. This portion of the for phase is the area that's shown in blue. Once we get this project going under construction, we will then proceed moving westward as we get funds available. And then staff recommends the City Council award bid 2522 to JHL Construction for the construction of Stagecoach Phase 1 Road Reconstruction Project in the amount of $7,716,902.72, and then authorize the city manager and his or her designee to enter into contract with JHL and authorize city manager to execute in all change orders in the amount set by state and local law.
Thank you, Mr. Zager. This is your first time speaking as a director, engineer director.
I didn't realize that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But you have always done an excellent job. And Stagecoach has always been the talk of the town when we're going to get the Stagecoach. And we went through a lot of changes, and you stayed with it, you and your team. And I just want to commend you and your team for your dedication and bringing this to the council to vote on. Thank you for all the hard work.
I think this is a good project to be number one then.
Yes, sir. Number one. With that being said, you do have 3 council members that would like to ask questions.
Okay.
So we will start with Councilmember Sagara.
Thank you, Mayor. I came on the council in 2012, and this is one of the things that's been there all that time since 2012. So I appreciate it. This is an exciting day. I'm not sure that, people will start complaining about the construction going on, but I think they'll be happy with it. The question I had for you is, if you can let people know what is going to be different this time. We don't want the same thing to happen where we do all this construction and then in a few months, because when it's originally done, it only took a few months for this road to start, cracking. So what's going to be different this time?
So we went and did a more thorough review of the pavement. You also recall we've changed our pavement design standards. So we require the roads, especially in arterial roads, to be a lot thicker. So if you think of the layers of a cake, this one's going to have more layers, more thickness of asphalt. The base, the gravel underneath is going to be a lot thicker, but we're also going to be treating the base, or the subgrade. The native soils are a lot of clay, so we're going to be adding lime. We're going to be stabilizing it, making it more of a surface that will be manageable and hold up a lot better. So overall, the roadway section from top to the bottom is going to be about 18 inches compared to the 8 to 10 that are out there now. So it'll be something that should last a lot longer. We're treating the base. It'll be a little more resilient to that traffic, able to carry those larger loads at the amount of traffic that's on there, and then get it back to that 20-year age life where we could start doing preventative maintenance throughout the life of it.
Are they offering like any type of warranty? Do we got like a year warranty, 2 years warranty or something?
We typically do not have that with our CIP. We do with our developments, but we don't have those performance bonds. We have it while we're going under construction. Obviously, we know what happened with the last contractor. That's past it, but we do feel that as we go moving forward with this project, it should it'll definitely last a lot longer.
All right, thank you.
Councilmember Adams.
Thanks, Mayor. How long will phase one take, or expected to take?
This one's probably going to be 8 to 10 months. I don't remember the exact days we had in the contract, but, you know, we are going, you know, we're going to cut it to half at a time. So we're going to shift traffic to one side, have it that, 2 lanes of traffic each way, and then go half and then flip traffic and do it again.
Yeah, I think most of us are used to only using one lane either
Yeah.
way. Or the center lane.
Yeah.
Has JHL Construction ever done work with the city?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
They're I think, believe out of McGregor. or
And
north,
then,
so.
do we have any safeguards on overruns?
We do have that contingency item for some of the smaller ones. This project is a little lower risk than some of the other ones because all we're doing is the asphalt and the roadway itself. We're leaving the sidewalks. We're not going past the roadway itself. So we already know the depths of the pipes, the water lines, everything, because we have the plans from the last time it was built. So don't anticipate a whole lot of unforeseen sort of things, because we've already know it. If anything, it'll be the base, and we can already have that addressed in the contract.
Okay. And then last question is, I know even with the other projects that you're overseeing is, do we have, or can we do something that, like a public facing site, just to, people could go to highlight the progress of the road?
We're working on looking at updating our website, putting more of an, we have the quarterly report, we have the graphic that we do. I think we'll definitely do a press release as we start moving this one forward. And again, we have those resources that the public can always go to and find out what the status of the project is.
Thank you, sir.
Councilmember Solomon.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Councilmember Adams had asked some of my questions that were answered. When do we, Mrs. Zager, I'm excited about this because it's over in the District 2 area, starting there. When do we plan to project this start date?
So after today, we then have to get into the contract, getting the contracts all signed, and that takes a couple weeks because the contractor's going to have to get their bonding and documents. That usually takes 2 to 3 weeks. Contracts will route pretty quicker, and a little quicker these days, so probably about three weeks into this month is when we'll have the contract set up, that pre-construction meeting. Then it'll really depend on when that contractor can mobilize. I would imagine about middle of May is when we're looking at the earliest of having him out there starting moving some dirt.
Okay, thank you.
Councilmember Boyd.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just want to mention, and thank you for asking that question, Councilman Solomon. I had that one, but this is just outstanding news. I just want to highlight for our citizens that we've got several roads that are and will be under reconstruction, rightfully so, that need to be, that we've been concerned about and driving on and have been working changes with those vehicles over time. So those include Bunny Trail, Watercrest, Stagecoach. We have plans for Chaparral, Mohawk. This is just great, making progress, and I'm not just talking about it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilmember Adams.
Thank you, Mayor. It's just a quick alibi. Because this was already designed, I know, but are there any environmental consideration that we have to consider for this new project?
No, this is reconstruction within the roadway limits. We're not changing any drainage. Any drainage work we're actually looking at doing will be on the west end, closer to 195, and it's just modifying what's already existing. So we're not going to have to do any environmental reviews, any wetlands or anything impacting. We're solely focused right in the roadway itself.
Thank you.
Are there any more questions from council? Mr. Zagers, they always say when you see construction going on in the city, it's work in progress. So thank you. You got a lot of projects going on. You're a busy person. But thank you and your team for everything you do.
Thank you. I'll pass it
You're
on.
welcome.